Hello everybody, Goawei here, bringing you another episode of Ace Academy. As usual, if you're new to the series and new to this channel, I highly recommend that you go down to the playlist in the description down below and start from episode 1 and work your way back up to this one. Unless, of course, you want me to spoil everything for you in the next 3 seconds or so. So, without further ado, now that those who need to be out of the way have gotten out of the way, we can continue with the game. Oh, where did I leave off last time? Right here, I think. Oh, right, so we recently went to an anime convention with Kaori, and her face flushes when I start talking about, hentai games. So, let's see what else we got to screw around with her with, you know? Kaori's face flushes.
That's not why I play them.
So, you do play them. Oh man, me and MC, I'm telling you, throughout this whole series, me and MC are so in sync. But you do play them?
You're twisting my words. I play them for the story. I skip any of the other stuff.
You know, that's like the same reason guys watch porn, right? We watch it for the story and nothing else. Yeah. Story and porn is all that's good. Right, got it. Sure. Kaori punches my arm, although more gently than she usually does.
Stop being a pervert.
I mean, you play the games too, so wouldn't that also make you a pervert? Or am I mistaken here? I rub my arm. Still hurts.
Anyway, I think learning how to make a visual novel would be interesting.
It would be. Let's go find good seats. Kaori nods and we head inside. Before long, the room fills up and the panelists take their seats in front of the room. You know, the irony of this is a visual novel. So learning how to make a visual novel within a visual novel is kind of ironic. I don't know.
Hello everyone, I'm Dishu from Pixel Fate, and these are my colleagues.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Really, Dishu? Really, man? The team in turn introduces themselves as Katie, Sunimu, Rishu, and Chris. Wait, let's see. Dishu is the director, Katie is the writer, Sunimu is the artist, Rishu is, I think, Dishu's brother, aka the person in charge of accounting, and who the heck is Chris? Is Chris Brian?
So, who's ready to make a visual novel?
Is this really his voice? It doesn't really sound like him. I've heard him on chat before. This doesn't sound like Dishu. You're a lie. You're a fake. The crowd cheers in affirmation. I look over at Kaori, who watches attentively.
Let's talk about how to make a school slice-of-life romance visual novel.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like Dishu.
We have a 4-step approach to this. First, you should pick popular character tropes for the romance options and make them all into waifu material.
Okay, I'm finally starting to get the jokes that they were making in the Discord channel now. At one point, they were like, oh yeah, we just picked it from top TV tropes or something like that, and we turned each of the characters into those tropes.
I would highly recommend including at least one tsundere archetype since it seems to be a popular choice.
Are we explaining how Kaori was made?
Secondly, make sure you have an abundance of comedy. Clever fourth wall breaking may be appropriate.
You mean like adding yourself into the game?
Thirdly, you want to make sure the player is engaged. Give them choices so they feel immersed and active in the world.
Oh, you forgot one thing. Make sure those choices actually matter. This Dishu guy is right. I don't know about that. Well, you know what? If I've learned anything from the Discord chat, Dishu is never right. So, I don't know about that. Choices that don't do anything feel hollow.
And lastly, you must include words and phrases like Oni-chan, Sugoi desu ne, Senpai, and Baka at every possible opportunity.
Can someone please punch this guy?
If people start saying your project is for weeboos, then you're on the path to success.
I'm at a loss for words. You know what? Good job, Dishu. I guess. The panel continues, and each person elaborates on their specific role. They provide a lot of inside information, and the crowd seems to be enjoying it. It's refreshing to see that although these guys take their craft seriously, they certainly don't take themselves seriously. Well, you know what? That is true. Additionally to this, they provide inside information about budgeting for indie development. Actually, I would like to hear up on that because I would be interested in something like that in the future. We learned that sometimes compromises have to be made due to limited resources, such as block silhouettes instead of a full sprites for extra characters or even cameo characters. Dishu reassures us that as developers, you can trust your fan base to understand.
That's it from us. Thank you all for coming out.
The crowd claps as they exit. Carrie and I head out. What do you think? She perks up.
It was really good. They covered a broad range of subjects.
I guess. Agreed. So what's next on the agenda?
Well, I'm looking forward to the panel with singer Amelie. It's not for another hour, though. So, let's go explore the market.
Amelie? Oh my god! Oh my god! Fanboying here, by the way. So, yeah, Amelie. If you guys haven't checked her out on YouTube yet, you should check her out. She's probably one of... I take the probably part back. She is the best English anime covering person alive, okay? Watch her. Go. I'm probably just gonna leave like a link down in the description below. So go check her out. I mean, I probably don't need to promote her, but hey, I think she's awesome. So go check her out, guys. Sounds good to me. We head off to the marketplace and browse all the booths. There's merchandise ranging from mangas, wall scrolls, or is it mangas? I think it's mangas. Wall scrolls, cosplays, mock weapons, artwork, and tons more. Carrie squeals and darts to one of the stalls. Is it Ninja Rangers again? She picks up a stuffed yellow thingy with red cheeks and squeezes it close to her cheeks. Sounds like a rappy, guys. Let's see if we can tell what any of these things are. That girl with the red hair on the very far left-hand corner kind of looks like Ezra? What else is there? Is that Parasite right there? The one with the one eyeball? And, who are all these characters? Oh, well, let's move on.
Pikachu! It's so cute!
The peek at Chew. You know what? I'll let it go. Guys, do you see Vocaloid stuff in the background? I totally see Vocaloid stuff in the background. It's under that 2 a.m. cosplay accessories neon sign. But let's forget about that and move on with the conversation. I stare at her. The last time I saw her like this was after a certain victory party and too many shots. Carrie notices my stare, then blushes and puts down the stuffed Pikachu.
If you're into that sort of thing.
You forgot part of your line. You forgot the part where you said, I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. Get it for her as a gift. I'll be bankrupt if I buy everything she ends up liking. We can always get it later. I'm gonna get it for her as a gift. I pick up the Pikachu again and balance it atop her head so it looks like it's giving her a hug. I look straight into her eyes. It's adorable. She blushes. I turn to the vendor. How much?
Wait, I can pay for it.
No.
Really? You don't...
No! I quickly tap my card against the reader before Carrie can pull out her own card. She pouts and looks like she wants to argue again. I put the Pikachu in front of my face and pretend it's talking. Don't make that face at Jeff. He's just being nice. Oh, by the way, the reason I'm called Jeff in this is because this was before I came up with the name Goawei, so let me slide on that, guys, please. Then I use the Pikachu to try and hug her face. She dodges, but I am relentless. I can hear her giggle.
Stop.
You know what? She's kind of adorable when she's not trying to, like, kill me. I grin and hand the gift to her. She smiles and squeezes it against her chest. You forgot to read your line again. Thank you! We wander around the marketplace for a while longer and spend equal time checking out people's cosplays as well as the booths. We found Pixel Fade's stall and made a point to look at their merch. They had some really cool art and posters featuring something called Crystalline, whatever that is. I'm not sure if you guys have seen my First Fridays recently, but it references Crystalline, so yeah, that's a lot of self-promoting right there, Pixel Faders.
It's almost time for the Amelie panel. Let's go.
You know what? I kind of want to go, but at the same time, I don't, because it's getting close to the time where I should end an episode. Should I leave this cliffhanger going? I think I should. So, you know what? I will leave that for next time. You guys will hear Amelie and see her character next episode. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. If you liked the episode, please hit that like button. And as usual, if you want to keep up with my latest content, as I do upload every single day, I highly, highly recommend that you hit that subscribe button. Now, as usual, this is Goawei going away. I will see you in the next episode when we go to Amelie's panel. See ya!